Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm here checking out Shiren the Wanderer 2, Oni Invasion Shiren Castle. This originally didn't come out in English, but as of last week, or something along those lines, it was less than 2 weeks ago, this got an English translation. I was really happy to see that. This is the one that I was always interested in, that I heard about. Building a castle alongside doing the usual Shiren dungeon crawler stuff? Can't argue with that. So I've been playing this for about 7 hours now, which is admittedly not that much time, but I have unlocked the game's 4th quote-unquote dungeon, if you count the tutorial one, although I absolutely believe there's plenty more of the game for me to do, but as always, this is a first impressions channel, first and foremost, so let's just hop straight into it. There's really not that much else to see out here. Welcome to Napus Village. Now, I am playing this on an emulator, just FYI, but I'm not playing with any fancy visual improvements or anything like that. So it looks pretty close to what it would have looked like back on the Nintendo 64 itself. And notably, this is the only Shiren game I know of that does this. It's got fully 3D environments with 2D sprites. It works. It's not a bad looking game in the slightest. I just found it to be a bit weird after being so used to Shiren 5. And I haven't even played that much Shiren 5. So the controls are pretty simple. D-pad moves you around. The C buttons all open up the menu. So I've just got it mapped onto the right stick and I just flick it in any direction. A to do your attacks. B to change your facing direction or run around. Z and using the D-pad lets you do intelligent move, which will move you to the next entry of something, whether it be like a doorway, a bridge, or something along those lines. We'll get to that. L and R have their own uses like diagonal movement and what have you. It's a really simple game to understand, and thankfully they've even got a full reference for the controls right here if you need to worry about that. Just map the game somewhat intelligently and you'll be fine. I'm playing this on a DualSense right now. I could probably get away with mapping one of the C buttons to the triangle button on my DualSense and just have it all be face buttons, D-pad, and 3 of the 4 shoulders and be fine. So, this is Napus Village. This is where you come to at the start of the game as the Lone Wanderer, as Shiren is. This is actually the first game chronologically, despite it being the second game in the series, which is odd but okay. And the whole idea is the town's got this whole legend going on where someone comes in and builds this castle single-handedly to protect them from orc attacks. Thanks, Oracle Gran, you're bloody useless. There probably is a use for that I just haven't figured out yet. But yeah, you're told, single-handedly, go build a bloody castle by yourself. Which is just weird to ask a 10-year-old to do, but okay. Yeah, in town there are a couple of things you can do, but this isn't like Shiren 5, where you've got an absolute ton of stuff sitting around. There's only a couple of things that are really useful to you as a player. Like, for example, this is the training hall. And it's a strange training hall. It teaches you how to use D-pad as movement, which is absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of D-pad movement. But it also lets you level up outside of the main dungeon, which is not something that is usually allowed in a Shiren game. A doll just came down. Yep, could not see that one to save my life. Yep, that's gone. Here are these two. And it just lets you punch these dolls to get experience and level up. And I've never gone higher than level 3. Off of this training hall. Might be possible to get to level 4 if you actually manage to punch all of the Oni dolls and they give you a couple of Oni doll level 2 ones, but that's all it does. It just lets you level up to level 3. But it's annoying because you have to do it every time you come back here. And it's the same punching of those dolls every single time. Which makes it kind of frustrating, if I'm being honest with you. It seems unnecessary to need to do it more than a couple of times. You got a couple of buildings here, but they just have NPCs and story-related stuff going on. So if I head over here, you got your hard entrance to the dungeon here, your mid entrance to the dungeon here, and then the easy one is to the left of this building here. and they all go into the dungeon itself, and depending on where you enter the dungeon, you'll get better items and stuff, but of course it'll be harder if you do. You've also got the storage room here. You can use this to like rearrange pots, and you can talk to this guy in the middle, and he'll let you take items out and put items in. I am not going to be doing that. I don't think I need to anyway. But I've got a lot of stuff sitting around here. I could probably use my synthesis pot to make some of this work, but I'm going to hold on to that synthesis pot for now because it might end up being more useful than I expect. So, let's go have a look over here. This is the castle. The castle starts out completely unbuilt, and over the course of the game you'll be finding materials in the dungeons, and using these materials you'll be building up individual parts of the castle, like the moat, the outer wall, the inner wall, and then the two buildings. They have names for them. Let's go have a look at the castle menu for that. But every now and again the Oni will come and attack the castle and they'll destroy parts of it. You can make some parts more durable by getting better materials, but they will still manage to tear them down over time. And you basically just need to do the rat race of getting the entire castle built before they can come along and tear it down. And you do this, again, by going through, getting materials, taking them to the end of the dungeon, and then using them to build the castle parts. Unfortunately, they don't really do much for you. I mean, you do need to do it as part of story progress, but I was expecting something along the lines of, hey, once you get, like, the moat done, you can take along some extra food, or once you get the outer wall done, it gives your villagers a little bit more time to go and do something for you to help you in the dungeon. But no, it really is just get the materials and build it up for story progress. I was hoping for something a little bit more involved in that sense. Maybe even a little bit of, like, a defense minigame, where I need to direct Shiren around and make sure that they don't destroy the weaker parts of the castle. It's a little bit weird in that sense. You can also see the island of the evil bad guys out there, the Oni, and there are some story cutscenes that involve them, and I will take the opportunity to play a couple of those cutscenes right about now. Now. God damn it, future me, stop screwing. Okay, we're done. So, let's go and hop into a dungeon. Not much else to really be doing, really. So, let's go to... Oh, carry-in limit of 11 items. Great. How many do I have? That's 5. That's 10. That's 13. Alright, never mind. Let's go and drop off some of these items. Just, actually, on second thought... Can I just, like, put it down here? And, well... It's got a couple of bracelets in it. I just want to know... No, they haven't gone anywhere just from me putting it down here. That's fine, then. We'll put the synthesis pot down here, too. It will save its position there. And thankfully, we won't have to worry about it. Alright, let's go hop in the hard dungeon now. Wait, before we do that, we have to go pick up our companions. Another slightly annoying thing about this one. So, we have multiple companions running around. You saw one at the castle, the blue-haired boy named Riku. This is a companion, and it might look like a regular set of drawers. No, but it's Memory. Or Memori. I don't know how to pronounce that without making it sound like breasts. But anyway, yes, this is a walking, talking pile of drawers that can store items for you. Actually pretty useful considering how big materials can be. Also, we appear to have lost our frog friend. Our Kappa friend, I should say. So, guess he's not coming along this time. We also have a third companion, but we won't be running into them until halfway up the mountain, unfortunately. So, let's just go hop in. Oh, there's Riku. Yes, you can join me because I don't have any more offensive combatants. That would be useful. And there's our warning that an Oni attack is coming, so there'll be one the day after this, and each run takes a day. But it's also worth noting that if you build multiple castle parts, it will also take multiple days. So you might build 4 castle parts, but then 2 of them will get destroyed, which can be annoying. But anyway, here we are. Welcome to Shiren the Wanderer 2. And it's pretty similar to all the other Shiren the Wanderer games. Also, you don't start with any of your items equipped. I don't know why, but that is the case. So let's just equip our sword, our shield, and our ranged weapon, and have a wander around. It's a roguelike, and it's pretty old school, although it is Shiren the Wanderer. It's been around for ages. It kind of does its own thing while still maintaining a fair amount of the things that make old school roguelikes or old school roguelikes. Adirectional movement, walking around step by step, having enemies move after you move, attacking them by facing a certain direction. Hey, free food! I would put that away, but I don't have the room in my storage pots. Speaking of which, that is a presto pot though. I can't put anything into that just yet. Attack enemies to level up. You'll level up over the course of the dungeon. You also need to go looking for items. Items that will be anything from weapons and armor, or shields I should say. You've also got food. You've got weeds, which are usually healing effects, but not always. You've got wands, which are offensive abilities. Scrolls, which are one-time things. You've got traps all over the bloody place. God damn it. Get out of it. And the whole idea is you need to repeatedly move through the dungeons, looking for better equipment, carefully planning your moves, surviving the trip through, because if you die, you will lose all of your equipment and all of your money. Although, thankfully, if you have the savings pot, you won't lose the money, which might actually be more useful than you might think. Especially in this game. We'll get to why that is in a bit. But it still maintains that Shiren roguelike level of difficulty, which is reasonable, difficult, but not overly difficult, which I always appreciate. You can have the good water. I use the walking, talking dresser to carry along my materials for me, because they can be fucking huge. The hell, I started on a pot? That's another presto pot. That's interesting. What's a boost grass? Doubles the effect of grasses. That might actually be useful. I'm going to take one of these Odogorizos and put them in a presto pot just for the fun of it. See what comes out. Happy grass! Happy grass is actually good for you because it increases your level, but I can't get it out of there just yet. I will take the other presto pot for the time being, though. Stepped on a herb. That's fine. We can use it to increase our health. Because everything in this game has multiple uses. Shit! Oh, that is the worst time for that to have happened. Oh, no. We're just going to move along slowly. I don't even know where my friends went. That's not good. They can and will get the shit kicked out of them if I leave them alone for too long. I need to find them. I just stepped on a big landmine. Oh, dear. You hit me instead, you bloody armadillo. But, of course, it does carry that Shiren tendency to have multiple uses for each item. Whether it be just eating a herb for the effect, throwing a herb for a different effect, combining it with a sword to give that sword an effect. There are many different ways that the game plays around with the items and abilities that you have available to you. And I find it to be, oh Jesus, what are you doing? Bloody slow traps. But yeah, there are always items and abilities that have different kinds of uses. Shadow Scroll, huh? I'm gonna want that, but what do I do with it? Where am I gonna put it? Nah, I'm gonna hold on to what I've got. I've got a full up inventory right now. And of course, with all of the items being as useful as they are, it makes the game interesting, because they can afford to make it challenging without making it too ball-breaking. Because since everything's got so many uses and so many different things that you can do with it... Nope, just my imagination. Bloody poison. Oh, hey. Great. Here we go with the item jiggly. Hang on. I gotta face you that way. Throw this bloody thing away. Take the good water. And then face you. Yes, I want to Shuno the good water, please. Shuno! I don't even know what that means. But since everything's got multiple uses, it means the game can be hard. However, this is still relatively early days. I haven't found this to be that hard at all. Lightning Scroll, shit, I want that. So that's Happy Grass. You know what? Screw it. Throw that. Now, we take the Lightning Scroll. We take the Boost Grass. Then we take the Happy Grass. Level 7. Now we take an Odogariso. And that should give us 8 HP. Yep, there we go. That'll be useful. So back to what I was saying. The game isn't actually that massively difficult. Now this is why you want Lightning Scrolls, children. It is probably because it's the first set of dungeons. That's my phone going off. It is probably because it's the first set of dungeons. But I gotta tell you, man, it's not that hard. Whether it be because... Where the hell are you going? Because they have willingly turned the difficulty down a bit for this one. It does help that the earlier dungeons don't actually introduce the majority of the game's mechanics. You don't even have access to fusing items together until the hard dungeon here. And that took me 6 hours to get to. So, it does mean that the game is actually a fair bit simpler and therefore a fair bit easier, because you don't have access to your full tool set. And the game is actually being relatively responsible by saying, hey, since you don't have access to everything, we won't throw you up against everything that can possibly go wrong right off the bat. And they'll give you plenty of scrolls and plenty of... Why are there 4 monsters coming out of this doorway? Let's just trap them in here. And swing away. There we go. We aren't going through that way because that's a trap he's just laid down. And even though you've got things like traps and certain hard enemies to deal with, the game is still simple enough. All onigiri have gone bad. Well, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, I still have a couple inside my storage pot, so that won't be too big of a deal. Fuck it, I'm gonna go across this trap. And it does give you... I wonder if this works on onigiri. No, just on cursed items. Alright. It does give you a bunch of scrolls, a bunch of pots, and lets you start building your way up. If you ever need, like... Yeah, let's just get rid of one of these onigiri so I can take this pot here. I don't know what this pot is. They don't introduce unidentified items until the medium dungeon. Where was I? Yeah. So, they don't introduce things as you're going along. They don't, Come on, brain, work with me on this one. Oh god, not again. They don't introduce everything right off the bat. They don't make the monsters immensely hard to deal with. They give you plenty of resources to make it work. Oh god, Zakalefs. Beetle shield. I don't need a beetle shield. And they're responsible enough to think, on top of all that, hey, here's the Come on, brain. Not the one I was hoping to see. Oh my god, the cabinet's all the way on the right there. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling that we just missed the... That we've lost the cabinet. Oh, no, you're right there. You're still alive. Okay, thank God. Now, let me try and get back on the train of thought that I was on. The game isn't hard because it doesn't throw its full difficulty at you right off the bat. And I feel like they might have gone a little bit too far with it. Jesus Christ. These bloody spring traps, man. We need to get out of here. So, what did you turn into? You turned into nothing. Unusual. Uh-oh, the monsters are fighting each other. You know what, I see no reason not to use this immediately. Whoa! Oh, not good. Really not good. Again, children, that's why you have lightning scrolls. Now, if I just step over here, it's happy grass. Hang on. We'll make this work. I'll get back to my commentary in a bit, I promise. This is just terrifying. I do have plenty of revival grass, but you never want to be in this situation. There we go. Alright. Fucking spring traps. God damn it. Heavy shield. I don't need that right now. Odagariso? Yeah, we'll just eat it. Just in case something decides to come for us. Retreat scroll? That might actually be useful. What's this bracelet? It's a peridot-based bracelet. That means it is unidentified. You can go in that pot. Blaze scroll. Oh, I need blaze scroll. Those are useful. Alright. And what are you? Happy grass. Let's use that happy grass right now. Very good. But anyway, back onto what I was saying before I was interrupted 4 times. The game isn't difficult, thankfully, because it doesn't give you the full set of tools, so it has no reason to really, like, throw problems at you, which I appreciate, because it means that it's a much smoother introduction than something like Shiren 5 might be, because Shiren 5 throws a lot at you at once, to the point where you have, like, excuse me, the point where you have, like, 30-something tutorials, right? The point where you have a bunch of different buildings you can go to, a ton of ways to craft things, a ton of ways to, you know, just play around with the game's mechanics that you might need to spend time figuring out. Meanwhile, Shiren 2 takes the opposite approach. Introduce everything slowly, make it so that you can get used to the idea of the gameplay before you really hop into it. While still providing a reasonable challenge, there are absolutely some things that will take you out the first time around when you're not prepared for them. And you can start preparing strategies, trying out items because you get a ton of them, and figuring out what works and what doesn't. And it means that the game is a very smooth experience to the point where I find it almost more beginner-friendly than Shiren 5. Because Shiren 5 was my first Shiren the Wanderer, and I didn't really have a big problem with that. I did die a lot, but Ah, for fuck's sake, so many rust traps. My shield's already bad enough as it is. But yeah, there are so many, there are so many things you have to worry about in Shiren 5, not to mention things like, you know, nighttime, which thankfully doesn't really make a return here. Or just the daily item crafting that you need to worry about in, like, real-world time. Which can be a bit of a rough bastard to deal with. But in this case, you don't have to worry about any of that. And as a result, while it is a bit thinner when it comes to mechanical depth, it's also a hell of a lot smoother to get into. And I've been enjoying it a fair bit more. Bloody Christ on a bicycle. You know, I've still got my revival grass, thankfully, but... So if I step up... Yeah, if I step left... Yeah, if I step up left... Down right... Good. Now... Upright. Ow! No, couldn't take him out in one shot. Damn it. It's alright. I'm getting back up. Wasn't gonna let him take a shot at me, that's for sure. Some more iron arrows. Oh, I could have used that revival grass. Maybe I'll look around for him. That works. Are we at the Shuten Halfway? Yep, there we are. Alright. There is some stuff we can do with the Shuten Halfway. It looks like the swordswoman is not here to greet us. That's unfortunate. Let's go and get our weapon upgraded to make up for the fact that it just rusted a bit. Hone my weapon, please. I don't think there's anything I want to sell at the moment. I could get away with selling some of them, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. I might be... Wow! 7,500 gold for that pot? That must be something really fucking good. What would that be? It's been so long since I've played Shiren that I've got no bloody idea. And considering that it was still a razor wind when it went in there, you know what? I'll chuck you both in there too, see what happens. We'll find out what that is eventually. But for now, do we want to take the long path or the slightly longer and more painful path? I haven't been on the second half in hard yet, so this could be difficult. But I've got a fair amount of resources. I can probably make this work. Got tons of Otogariso. That might actually be worth using. I've got a revival grass. Yeah, I've got plenty of resources. Let's give hard a try. Cliff Wind Hole. What, did I fart on top of a... Nah, let's not try that joke. Let's use the Happy Grass. And let's use a couple of the Otogarisos I've got stored. There we go. Me and these... Is this a mixer? It's a fucking mixer. If only I had something worth missing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh goody. Oh boy howdy. You're being followed by that thing, aren't you? You are. Oh shit. Oh no. Alright, well we lost Riku. Not good. We did get... You know... Fuck it, worth trying. Never mind! That was the unintended consequence of trying to throw that. God damn it. Alright, diagonally... No. Really? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alright. You know what? Yeah. Actually, better opportunity for demonstration. Shadow Scroll. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jesus Christ, it can attack twice. What the hell do I do about this? Alright. Shadow Scroll again. All I know is that I need to stay right the fuck away from the walls. You're gonna need a Dragon Grass, aren't you? Probably gonna need two, actually. Oh, thank God. What an absolute clusterfuck. How the hell am I alive? Oh, shit. They're attacking the cabinet. This dungeon's a fucking mess. Look at it. It's got all sorts of fucking holes and shit, and... Man. You know, at least I'm, like, super high level now, which might actually help me significantly. How many arrows do I have now? 22 silver, 22 iron, and 2 silver. Let's go back down this way. So this is a mixer. Do I want to try using the mixer? I don't think I do. I don't think I've got anything that's worth trying to mix. I'll just hit him. That's fine. Well, I'm back around here. It's another boost grass. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? We're not going to make it to the end of this dungeon if I'm not massively strong. So, let's take advantage of that boost grass. And massively improve our chances of survival. I don't want poison grass. Revival grass ain't useful. Flame grass isn't either. You know, one more Ogariso, I suppose. And what's in here? That'll do. So now I'm massively strong in terms of HP, and I've got a fair few levels on the enemies as well, so that ought to keep me alive. Whether or not it will... Where the hell are the stairs? Alright, there's only one place it really can be, so let's just die. Let's not die. Let's... So as you can see, it's still got that bloody fantastic Shiren gameplay with tons of depth, plenty of way to use different items and... shit. I'm just gonna have to keep stepping on this until it lets me through. I don't have a choice. I don't think I have any, I didn't bring along my crossbow. Not my crossbow. Wow. Fucking landmines too. Shit. I didn't bring any cannonballs with me, so I can't blow a hole in the wall. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep standing on this until it lets me through. There it goes. Lightning scroll. We need you. Yeah, hang on. Storage pot. Insert. Get rid of the silver arrow and the herb. We don't need those right now. And then we can insert... No, hang on. Insert it into the one that has 2 slots left, so we can do both of these at once. And yeah, there we go. It's still got that fantastic gameplay of inventory management, risk assessment, using different items, different things, taking advantage of some absolutely bonkers strategies, making really powerful weapons and equipment, and using them to your advantage. Doing everything that makes Shiren the Wanderer, Shiren the Wanderer. What the hell is that thing? It's called an iron head, apparently. And it hurts like hell. I get the feeling everything in this place is going to hurt like hell. Oh, hi, Mixer. Is there a wall here? There is, I just can't see it. It's 3D graphics for you. Odogariso, Poison Grass, Purify Scroll, and Perfect Soil. Right, we're gonna need that that Perfect Soil, so Lightning and Purify can be stored in this pot. And we'll take this, face the cabinet, say hello, insert the Perfect Soil. Not much in the way of materials this run so far, but they usually do come up more around the second half. This is a golem, apparently. This is a lot of fucking golems, apparently. No, not again! Oh. Well, that explains what that, thing was. This pot. It's gotta be a synthesis pot. That's the only explanation for what that pot is. As to what the fuck I'm gonna do about this. Lightning Scroll seems like a reasonable start. Diagonal up and away. Diagonal up and away. Can't diagonal up and away. Alright, fine. Need another fucking lightning scroll or a... You know what? Shadow scroll will do. This one first, I suppose. Don't punch the cabinet. That's awful. Alright, we're alive. But yeah, it's still got that same fantastic Shiren the Wanderer gameplay. Can't ask much else, really. Mixer, hi. You know, I could probably do to get out that... Yeah, you know what? Insert my current katana. Then we'll throw this at the wall. Grab the new weapon. Equip it, and go to town. So, what do we got? Attack in 3 directions, and it's effective versus ghosts and cyclops types. That's actually pretty decent. We'll work with it for the time being, because there are a decent amount of ghosts in this one. Wait a minute. Yep, I still got a revival grass there. We're okay. Presto pot. We'll save them. I will give this fan translation some credit for something, though. I mean, that's the fan translation. Because the fan translation is very good. I don't have a problem with it. It's well written. It communicates that same sort of light comedic feeling that you get with Shiren 5, which is the only other Shiren game that I've played, so it's the only reference I've got to work off of. And it's genuinely funny from time to time, including in the cutscenes. It's very enjoyable. So, yeah, great job on the fan translation, guys. And that's not sarcastic or anything. It's really well done. I haven't noticed any bugs. I haven't noticed any typos. There is bugs with trying to run this on the one place I did try to run it, though. And that is, funnily enough, Android. Because I was playing this on my phone for the first few hours. I was using an emulator called MuPen 64 plus FZ, something like that. And it worked fine there. Like, it was genuinely perfectly fine. Perfect water and perfect iron sand. Shit, we need to clear out 4 inventory slots. Do we have the room to do it? We probably do. Alright, insert, retreat, scroll, and poison grass. Poison grass will be useful, because if we throw that at someone, it will poison them. Insert the Otagriso, and then insert the leather shield. We'll worry about the wrong pot. We will insert the Amethyst bracelet into the storage pot. Now we've got 4 slots free. Grab the perfect water and the perfect iron sand. Say hello to Mamo. Stick them both in there. God, I hate those disarmed bastards. You want to know how I lost my last shield? I got disarmed by one of those bastards while standing next to a cliff. I never found that shield again. There are ways, of course, to stop yourself from being disarmed, being poisoned, being hit by rust. You know what? I don't like you. Let's take care of you before you can... Not the intended target. There we go. Didn't mean to hit you, Mamo. Sorry. Identify scroll. Oh, good, an identify... Ooh, cannonballs! Very easily distracted. But no, huh. That wasn't what I actually meant to, okay. We'll use the identify scroll to see what this bracelet is. It is. It's a bullseye bracelet, so anything I throw will always hit. Which, actually useful. The annoying thing about bracelets in this game is that if you actually get hit while you're using them, they can break. So it's not great. Here, you take this. Of course I have to equip everything again now. Equip the bullseye bracelet. Equip the iron arrows. And we'll put that leather shield. You know what? Let's put it into a presto pot. And actually, we'll put it in the one that has less in it, so we see what we get. And we are likely to... Flame grass. Not actually that bad a trade, in my opinion. We could always use some more flame grass. Headwater Cave. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, I hate this one. Oh, no. Okay. First, well, we're relatively strong. So there's no harm in seeing if I can take these guys out without putting myself at too much risk. Water Strider picked up a storage pot. Could you please get out of the way? Okay, we got one of them. Actually a good start. I'm gonna grab that Dragon Grass. That's why you get a shield with, counter capabilities. Okay, we're good. That's all the enemies that are in here. Also, I'm going to swing every time I take a new step because, yeah, there are traps everywhere here. Another presto pot. Probably worth hanging on to that one. Yep, there's a trap. And there was another trap. I used a few more hours than I would have liked here, but we'll work with it. Can I just... Okay, I'm busy with hunger, so let's fix that. I've got some food in here, surely. There we go. Alright, we're fine. This is the slow trap, and it didn't even activate, so we're fine. Let's just get out of here. Sacred Silver Peak. That's new. That's dead. Wolf Droid. Weird name, but okay. We'll put those dragon grasses away. Just to keep them safe. Cannonball can and will be useful to us later on, I'm sure of it. Ooh, hello! Perfect rock! You! I keep forgetting, I have to talk to you to put stuff in you. That one is impossible. Great. Insert. The scroll on the ground. Thank you very much. Identify scrolls are useful, but thankfully once we get back to town, that won't be a problem. Please don't be another perfect. It's only good. But there's another perfect down there. Shit. We can't carry the materials in the pots, right? Flame grass. Let's put the cannonball away. Because we can do that. We can fit a cannonball inside a pot and be fine. And this is a perfect rock. Of course it's a bloody perfect rock. Ah, boy. Yeah, you know what? Throw that. Wait for 1 second. And then we throw another presto pot at this guy. 2 damage. That's all we did. 2 damage. And what's this? It's a Nagamaki. Pretty standard sword. Nothing to write home about. Damn, I was hoping the counter damage would be enough to kill it, but... Never quite is it? And what are you? Bat kangaroo! A what? It's a bat kangaroo! A bat kangaroo! Okay. Sure. Sure, game. A bat kangaroo. Why the fuck not? We've done everything else. Oh, man. Perfect water. So, what do you have? Won't even be able to look until I do something about this inventory situation. Well, I want to use that presto pot for something, right? So, we'll... We can't place them. Alright. Up. Which one of these was it again? It was this one. We place the silver arrow here. We place the herb here. Then we go back to our inventory, select the presto pot, place the herb in. Then we come back over here. And we place the silver arrow in. And that should give us Flame Life and Revival Grass. All of which are good! Alright, we throw them out, then we grab the... Nah, it's still perfect water. Crap. Alright, we're gonna throw the good wood away. We don't need wood, but we definitely need the water. Storage pot. Insert... Yeah, the Revival Grass 1. We'll insert the Flame grass for 2. And we'll eat the life grass, because it's just a health boost, nothing else. Okay, bat kangaroo. Time to head back. Bone dragon? Oh god. Otigari, so we'll use it for the heal. Let's go. We get back. Before this snowstorm completely blinds us. Didn't even think weather was a thing in this game. I guess it's just an effect. Alright, floor 14. Whoa, hi! Thankfully, I can hit 2 people with 1 swing. Seal staff. Shit. And we also apparently have a bamboo staff. Can I wave it here? I can, but I'll just completely miss the target. So, what does sealing do in this game? Because I don't think we have magic to worry about. No idea. I've got no room for the staff. I'd like to make room for it. You know what? We'll use some sightgrass. You can't open your mouth. That's what sealing does. Will this get rid of the seal? Yeesh. I need a plan for this. Thank God that failed to activate. Perfect soil. I need soil. Soil has been one of my biggest shortcomings this entire game. Alright. Hate to say goodbye to the perfect rock. Ow. Eat it for the heals. I'm probably going to regret leaving that blaze scroll behind. Oh no. Perfect iron sand. We need that. By God, golly gee, we need that. You know what? I've got next to no gold, so I'm not going to hold on to you anymore. And they'll let me look at you. Right. No wonder that you've got no bloody room for anything else anymore. Let's take that good wood and replace it with a perfect soil. There. Slightly more... What's this? Oh, it's my savings pot, right. Literally the thing I just threw. That's more like it. Now we got tons of room for components and shizzle. Yep, let's just grab that blaze scroll if we can find a spot for it, and then get the hell off this floor. We want that blaze scroll. What are we going to get rid of to make up for that? We use a swift grass. I don't like it, but that blaze scroll will be infinitely more useful in the right situation. So let's take that and get the hell out of Dodge. Floor 15. As far as I'm aware, there's only... Oh. Okay, I think we're on the boss floor. We need to go find the Spider Queen. But we need to do it in a way that will keep us away from these armor spiders. Because these armor spiders are terrible. And they're fast. And they spawn forever. So, this is what the Blaze Scroll is for, children. We also want to use a... Do we have a lightning scroll? Yeah, we've got one left over. Let's use it. I don't have any warp grass on me, which is not great. I can't step in this, can I? I can't. That's her. Right. I am going to be using everything I've got. I need to... Yeah, first thing I need to do is I need to heal up significantly. I need to charge in. And start using all of the grass that I've got. So I need to use more dragon grass. I need to use flame grass. That's not gonna help. Flame grass, I need to do it when I'm closer. Actually, you know what? Now's the time! More flame grass. Job done. Genuinely wasn't expecting to survive that, but that's what happens when you stock the fuck up. Alright, let's get my rewards, which is some money. Some more money. A herb. Why not? And 4 silver arrows, which I don't give a shit about. Alright. No, my actual reward is getting to leave without being killed. How the fuck I'm alive? I have no idea. But anyway, hi. We are always training our bodies. We can't be seen losing to monsters. Fair enough. Now, time to introduce... Well, not this guy. Yes! That's a password. Thank you for the password. I understand what that means. I'd like to pretend I don't know what that means. Explode. All right, but anyway, this is our successful stroll into. I was about to say Mordor. This is our successful stroll into the summit because we won. We made it through the dungeon. Huh. Cheeky motherfuckers. You know what? I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. No, I'll just hit print screen to... Yeah, because... I wonder if anyone's found that yet. Someone probably has, but it'd be neat if they didn't. Alright, so time to show you what that... excuse me. Time to show you what those materials do. We process them to build... Damn, that would almost be perfect everything. Yeah, we should build that. Build that. And we need soil for everything else, so... Yep, those are done. If it was perfect everything, the parts would literally be invincible and they wouldn't be able to be destroyed, but we don't have that going for us yet. But can I take all of... You're not full. So this does actually pay attention to what you're carrying. Well, that's nice. Can I deposit my shit here? Will you take it all? Will you take the waters? No. Right, so I need soil for pretty much everything. Can I get together 45 grand? Because back here on the left, we have the bank. The bank will actually store your money for you, but I don't have any money saved with them because I did it all last time. Great. I don't think I have 45 grand worth of stuff I'm willing to sell. So, what you selling? It's like the one weird example of English in this one, but that might be, like, intentional. Yeah, we're not going to be able to work with this. I guess we'll take these back. If we can't store them here, there's no reason to... We don't want to get rid of them either, though. So, yeah, we are full up on just random shit here. So... And you know what? We'll take 2 of the rock. We'll take a water. We'll take them out. We'll deposit... No, we can't deposit all of them. We'll deposit the perfect water in the iron sand. And then we'll... Yeah, sell them. Good stuff isn't particularly rare. I don't want to go selling my sword or my shield. The bullseye bracelet is useful, and the rest of it's just a combination of useful items I don't really want to get rid of. So I'll deposit the gold here. And we'll head on back. And we'll call this video to an end because it's over an hour long. We'll watch this cutscene in its entirety because it's absolutely insane. What the hell? Why would you chuck a 10-year-old under a rock with this big box behind him, no strings or anything, and send him off a waterfall? Are you asking for this poor kid to die? And look, there's another waterfall that he somehow survives the trip down on. And everyone else is like, I'll do Shuten for you later. It's not like I don't want to ride down on this death trap. But yeah, once you come back down, you get to build your first castle part for free. But then you have to do everything else in the backlog before they actually let you come back and before they actually let you go to your storage and go out onto another dungeon run. Which is reasonable, because if you manage to save up and then do like 8 different parts at once, the game would probably be a hell of a lot easier that way. And of course, there's going to be plenty of post-game content as well. I'm aware there's a 100-level dungeon in here somewhere. There's of course plenty of things to play around with when it comes to item fusion and extra mechanics. I believe there are shops here, there are bonus levels, there is monster capturing, which is certainly one that I wasn't expecting. But yeah, we're gonna suspend the game here, because if I go outside, we'll have to watch a Oni cutscene, and they aren't particularly interesting, so we're just gonna suspend here. But yeah, final opinions on Shiren 2. Really good. Plays like a Shiren game. Has a couple of things I don't like. The thing that you need to train in order to get extra levels on. The fact that you have to go around talking to all your companions. I always get annoyed by that. The fact that the castle doesn't really do anything except story progress. But it's still got that same good Shiren gameplay, and it paces it out in a completely different way. It makes it so that, excuse me, you don't have everything you need to worry about right away, but it doesn't crank up the difficulty until you do, making for a much smoother experience, to the point where I might almost recommend this to be your first Shiren game, if you can get your hands on it. And the fan translation itself is, well, I don't want to say excellent. The writing isn't that engaging, but it's still pretty good. It reminds me of the other Shiren games. It maintains that weird comedy tone that these games have while not having any typos, any major problems, or anything along those lines. So, you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I think they did a great job. And that'll be it. This has been Blue Maxima. I'll see you all next time.